knew I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. Sorry about that. It's been a while. Let's go ahead and take a swig of this before I get started. There we go. All right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to another exciting episode of Channel X, the only live essential program on Thursdays that starts the weekend early. I am your host, TomDog247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Ooh, baby, all right. So we got some things to talk about. Plus also where the hell I've been for the past few weeks or so, since episode 12. And I have a lot to talk about on that. I was going to do a separate video, but I figured I'd do it on here because, you know, I miss you guys. A lot of personal stuff going on with me and everything, so it's yeah, it's one of those things. So I'm a little late because a little bit on the delay here because I was busy getting things set up, you know, especially with the themed background because it's Memorial Day weekend, so I figured I'd put that up. So let's go ahead and do the shout outs and all that good shit that we do each and every week. Not as much as we should have, but we have lots to talk about, and we have to get this going, you know, and everything. So lots to think about and everything, but we'll get right into it. But first, shout outs and the promotional considerations. Big shout out to my good friend Josh over on Absolute Talk with Josh Albert. You can check him out at absolutetalk.podbean.com. You'll find you'll find all the links you'll need to listen to his wonderful podcast and get to hear me guest spot a couple of them for this year. It was okay and everything. It just seemed like I phoned it in because technically that's what I did, because of the pandemic that was going on. So it was just like I was like, it may seem sound like I was half asleep, but we still had a good time. So yeah. But we still had a pretty good show. So big shout out to him, to Josh. So, and big shout out to everybody over at the Dorkening Podcast Network. Big shout out to all of them. Guys do such an amazing job, especially during my absence. I get to listen to you guys and comment a few here and there. Big shout out to all of you. You guys do an amazing job. And plus also one other note there, excellent show that you guys did last night. You guys did it was such an amazing episode, and I'm actually going to be following up what you guys were talking about a little bit later on today, that has to do with the topic for this evening, the big one, which is of course about HBO Max. Some of the stuff that's going to be on there, including one that you guys touched upon last night. So if anybody haven't had a chance to listen to that podcast, it's on YouTube right now. The Dorkening, I believe it's called. Leo can actually correct me on that if he's listening. but a big shout out to him and everybody at the Dorkening Podcast Network. Also, a big shout out to Vicky Van Goth. If you're into creepy dolls, creepy art, creepy prints, she's the one to that will satisfy your collections. Check her out over. You can look at her work on Instagram at Vicky Van Goth. And you can check out her work over on eBay and Etsy, and you'll be able to purchase some of her stuff too. She does an amazing job, and you definitely got to check her out. She does an amazing job with these projects. They are really, really good. And this episode is brought to you by M&J Video Games and Collectibles. You can trade in your old video games and consoles, from retro video games, accessories, and systems. You can also trade in your DVD box sets and Blu-rays. You can also trade in your sports cards and novelty items, as well as wrestling collectibles and autographed items spanning from sports, wrestling, and actors. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area and you want to check out this wonderful store, stores are open now and everything. So everything's been reopened and everything. Show them some love. If you happen to be in the Connecticut area, check them out. For directions and other stuff that they have going on, you can check out their website at mjvideogamesandcollectibles.com. And this episode is also brought to you by the She-Bean Brewing Company here in Connecticut, home of the Down, Right, Up, Left, Y, and B. Wonderful beer. You'll love it just as much as I do. And if you're into local brew, not that corporate crap, by all means do so. Check this place out. Check out their website of the wonderful beer that I think you could purchase online. I don't know, but you could check it out anyways at shebeanbrewing.com, and you can follow them on the social media apps, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. So there we go. Yes, sir. So yeah, reason for the background, Memorial Day and everything. So shout out to all the troops and everything. You guys deserved it, especially the National Guard for doing such a wonderful job of keeping us safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. So big shout out to all you guys over there. You guys do an amazing job. So again, thank you. I salute you guys. Thank you very much. And also, you know what? Also all the doctors and everything. Special shout out to them too. All the doctors and everything. Sacrificing every day what they do and everything. You guys and gals, do an amazing job, and keeping our, doing the best that you all can do to keep our loved ones safe during these difficult times. And it's still out there, but stores and businesses are slowly opening up as we go along. They're going by phases here in Connecticut, but more importantly, be safe out there. If you are going out, please be safe. We don't want nothing bad to happen to each and every one of you, especially those who don't like me. And before I forget, big shout out to my friends David and Marissa. How you guys doing? Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Almost forgot to put that out there. So So yeah, pretty busy. So before we get things started, there's just been, I was going to do a separate video um, regarding my absence and everything, because one thing I want to do is I always want to be forward and direct with my viewers and fans that subscribe, and thank you all, for for my friends that are following me on Facebook and everything. And big shout out to, also to, I almost forgot before she kills me, Melly Playful over on YouTube. Big shout out to her. Check out her stuff. Her stuff on YouTube. Not right now, after my show. But yeah, big shout out to her. She does an amazing job with the live streams and everything. Check her out. She's definitely worth watching. So yeah, thanks for all my friends that were concerned about me during this time and everything. Everybody knew about the upper respiratory infection that I had a few weeks ago, and so yeah. So yeah, I had an so that went away. But during that time, I was started going down a downward spiral, and what I mean by that is that I was not in a good place. My depression. Everybody knows about my depression, my bipolar, everything, you name it. Excuse me. Was at an all-time high, and I was not in a good place. Thank God it didn't go towards I would do harm to myself. Thank God it didn't lead down that road. I mean, I would never in my life ever travel down that road, no matter what. So I basically kept distant from everything, especially during this time where everybody's being quarantined, no one's going, everything was shut down, everything was on lockdown and everything. Some places are still under lockdown, and as you could tell, I look like shit because the barber shops are closed. So, and then of course Susie Whackjob not allowing us to talk about the COVID-19 virus on YouTube. But I mean, we'll get demonetized. But the stupid idiot didn't think about me because of the fact that she forgot the one minor detail about me, because she demonetized me years ago. All because I'm not making enough subscribers and everything like that. But it's not all about that. But you know what? Hey, since I'm not getting monetized, I can say whatever the fuck I want. So coronavirus. Okay? But to be more PC about it, it's actually COVID-19. Okay? So, and I'll stop talking about it unless she starts paying me. So, I know that's not going to happen. So, guess what? I'm still going to talk about it. I don't give a fuck. So, but yeah, I'm feeling better now. Because everything's starting to go, things are starting to slowly get back to normal, slowly. So, but luckily, I was able to listen to, be able to listen to the some podcasts, like the Dorkening Podcast Network. You guys are amazing. You guys did a wonderful job, and you guys are a really huge thank you for keeping me entertained during my downward spiral. Um, Everything. Um, so yeah, it. So yeah, thank you guys so much, for for keeping me informed of what's going on, so to speak. So you guys are really are amazing. Um, I'm gonna be doing tons of shout outs tonight because I I I basically, like I said, I was in a bad place and everything, and I was just, it was affecting my work and everything. I just didn't want to, I just didn't want to go to work. On top of that, I was just too depressed and everything, and me trying to do a show trying to do a show as, was, trying to deliver all the tomfoolery that I can, pun intended, of course. It was kind of, was tough. So I was just not in an entertaining mood and stuff like that. So I just wanted to be socially distant. I wanted to pretty much be socially distant from everybody and everything. So yeah, it was not a good time, so to speak, and everything. So yeah. So what else? Another another huge thank you during my absence. That helped me, keep a positive outlook and still keep my sense of humor. Is of course the guys over on Riff Tracks. I've been watching a lot of Riff Tracks live because I feel, in my opinion, that Riff Tracks live is a lot funnier than watching their studio um their studio work. So um very fun. The guys do very funny stuff and everything. I actually bought a few movies on there. Ones I know that I would laugh the hardest. And but yeah, you guys, laughter is the best medicine, as I said before. And if you really feel like down in the dumps and everything like that, especially during these trying times, I highly recommend that you guys watch Riff Tracks live. You can watch them on, they're on Amazon. You can check them out on Amazon. These guys, are really, really amazing, and it's worth the money to, it's worth the watch, and the videos too, their specials that they do is worth every penny. So, you definitely gotta watch those. Because like I said, during these times, we all need a good laugh. Um, and of course, the nostalgia critic. Um, you know, what can I say? I love their YouTube channel. Everybody at Channel Awesome, very entertaining stuff. Um, you know, also keeping me entertained and everything. And so yeah, check those guys out if you have the time. And of course, Angry Video Game Nerd as well too. And the Game Grumps and John Tron, all those guys. You guys are everybody is amazing on there. Um, so yeah. Um, so yeah, what else? What else? What else is going on here? Okay, so I guess all the thank yous are out of the way, but I'm feeling, as I said, I'm feeling better now. Um, I'm going to be back raring to go and being able to do the shows I want to do. Not only that, because of course, even though E3 is not happening this year, um, I also had to do some thinking of what was going to happen on my show too. um, during E3 week, because we know that I would say like in a 2 or 3 weeks from now, E3 was supposed to happen, but because of the COVID-19 outbreak, that was canceled. So as I addressed, I believe it was like a couple months ago before I got sick. So yeah, it was like I think it was last month too, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, I have to go back and see, but um but E3 the E3 specials that I do on this channel has always been a tradition, even going back when I was on cable access. Um, we would always we always talk about it and everything. And last year was the busiest that I've ever done covering E3, and because what was supposed to be, now this is the thing, what was supposed to be a 5 day special, a complete 5 day schedule, turned out to be a whole entire week of E3 reviews, of review episodes. And you look back, it's still it's still up there on the main page on YouTube. It's like the first thing you'll see. It's so amazing. It was so amazing, and excuse me. We had I didn't expect to do Sunday through Saturday, because the original plan was Monday through Friday. you know, that was the original plan. On Monday I would cover everything that happened on Xbox, and Tuesday I would cover everything. I would review everything that went down for Sony and PlayStation. However, we all know the story behind that, but I still treated it as they were there. So I was watching tons of videos on that. Wednesday was going to be for Nintendo. Thursday was going to be for everything else, PC and everything else. So I was going to break that down into 2 episodes, one for PC and then one for the third party. What had happened was, on Sunday I did Microsoft. Monday I did PlayStation. Tuesday I did Nintendo. Wednesday I did PC. Thursday I did a collab. I think it was Bethesda and Ubisoft, and then no EA and Ubisoft and Bethesda, and then Ubisoft and I think Ubisoft was the other one on the other day. I think I was missing one more that I collabed with that. But yeah, I did that, and it was well worth it. So with that being said, because of what's going on this year, and everything's going to be uh digital, of course. Going to be everyone's going to be live streaming, um, showing off the products and whatnot. So I think, there is still going to be an E3 show, but it's going to be like a digital showing, kind of like what you're seeing right here, but with better equipment. So, with that being said, I am going to continue. I am going to treat it like it was an actual E3 event. But it's going to be, I have to work around their schedule, of course, because of the fact that we don't know what their schedule is going to be, what the schedule is going to be like. Because I know there's going to be there's going to be, they got the, Sony's got the State of Play. Nintendo has their, Nintendo Direct, um, which which they do an E3 special of. And of course, Microsoft, since they're always going to be live, um, do do a live. I think they're going to do. I think they're going to do the whole live streaming too. I believe kind of like I think with their Inside Xbox that they do. I don't know, but they are doing something. Um, like it would be for E3. So with that being said, whatever their schedule is going to be, I'm going to watch it, and then I'm going to um you know jot down the notes like I always do and move that forward. Thing is, I don't know if Bethesda's going to do anything this year, or EA and Ubisoft. I don't know. I don't know what they have planned. PC, I don't even know what they got planned either. So yeah. But as I said, I am still going to have something planned for do the same thing for E3. Um, and treat it like an actual E3 event. I am going to do that. So um, yeah, just I will do the best that I can to um give you do the schedule as soon as I get all the notes and everything. I will do a schedule on that. It might be a week. It might be a week after these videos. I don't know. I have not debated on that yet. And keep in mind, just like I said, just bear with me. But I am going to do that week long event where it's going to be my reviews on each of the companies uh, per day. Like one day is going to be Microsoft, next day is going to be Sony, next day is going to be PC and Nintendo and so forth. That sort of thing. So I'm still going to treat it like I do every year, so that you won't be, so it won't drag out. And then of course I'm still going to do the best in show, who I think it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to say who I'm actually going to do things a little bit differently, because since it's not I won't have the the whole entire E3 review. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break that down into what I think was which will be the wrap up special. So like I said, even though there's not going to be E3 this year, as everybody is well aware of, I'm still treating it like there is an E3. So if you want to watch, if you want to be if you're not up to date, come down to my stop by over to my channel, to this channel here, and I'm going to do the best I can to relay it, because I'm going to give you guys I'm going to give you guys something, even though there's not going to be a show. I'm still going to give there is going to be something, but it's just going to be a little bit different, and I'm going to see, and then once this is all once it's all over with, I'm going to be keeping my eye on the news reports about what's going to be going on for 2021. And I know I'm not going to be the only one. There's going to be a lot of people going to do that too. But yeah, my E3 specials are still going to happen. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do an E3 special, even though there's not going to be an E3 event this year. I mean, there's going to be kind of, like I said. So yeah. So just giving you guys a head up of what's going on. Excuse me. I had a rip one. I had a little rip. So yeah. I still have yet to fart on mic. This mic, not some random guy named Mike, unless his last name is Pence. Hey, serves him right for not wearing a mask. Rabble. Okay, relax, Donnie. Donald Trump wants to throw in his 2 cents. So, yeah. Oh boy. You know what? I didn't even talk about the Tonight Show. How dare me? How dare I? How dare I? Okay. Well, so earlier today, Lori Loughlin, we all know who Lori Loughlin is. She's Aunt Becky from Full House. According to court papers from the Justice Department, actor Lori Loughlin and her husband Massimo Giannulli, am I pronouncing that name right? Is it Massimo? Will plead guilty in the U.S. college administration scandal. Loughlin has agreed to a 2-month prison sentence, while Massimo has agreed to 5 months. Wow. So wait a minute. How is it that he gets more than Aunt Becky? I don't get that. I really don't. Unless, of course, he was the one that, orchestrated it. But this article is coming from the Associated Press. Full House actress Lori Loughlin has agreed to serve 2 months behind bars, and her fashion designer husband, Massimo Giannulli, has agreed to serve 5 months as part of a deal to plead guilty to cheating the college administration's process, according to court papers filed Thursday. Loughlin and Giannulli are scheduled to plead guilty Friday via video conference before the federal judge in Boston, who must approve the deal. It's a stunning reversal for the famous couple, who insisted for the last year they were innocent and that the investigators had fabricated evidence against them. So, in other words, it was fake news. No collusion. Imagine Donald Trump was a lawyer. He probably would have got them off. It's like, there was no collusion. There was no collusion. Ivanka went to college and all she had to do was suck my dick. But you didn't. But that's all fake news. Same thing with my daughter who just graduated. My other daughter who just graduated. I don't even know her name. But she is sexy as hell. I do agree with that statement. She is sexy as hell. They were scheduled to go on trial in October on charges that they paid $500,000 in bribes to get their 2 daughters into University of Southern California as crew team recruits, even though neither of them played the sport. They helped create fake athletic profiles for their daughters by sending the admitted ringleader of the scheme and missions consultant Rick Singer photos of the teens posing on rowing machines, authorities said. Lawyers for Loughlin and Giannulli had argued that the couple believed the payments were legitimate donations that would go directly to the USC as a fundraising gift or support Singer's charity. They also accused prosecutors of hiding crucial evidence that could prove the couple's innocence because it would undermine their case. Wow. Under Loughlin's plea deal, she will also pay a $150,000 fine and perform 100 hours of community service. Giannulli has agreed to pay $250,000 fine and perform 250 hours of community service. Like I said, why is he getting more and not both of them getting the same damage? Because it takes two to tango. I'm just saying. But then again, Lori Loughlin's an actress. Lori Loughlin is such a national treasure. Lori Loughlin was Aunt Becky on Full House. Who gives a shit? I mean, what if the dog that played, what if the dog played Comet, was rabid and bit the Olsen twins? You would euthanize the bastard. I'm serious. But Aunt Becky gets but Lori Loughlin gets a lighter sentence just because of the fact that, just because she's she played Aunt Becky on Full House. Who gives a shit? That's what it seems like. Oh well. I don't know. I have no idea. Really, I don't. I have no clue. Oh well. At least I don't have no children that are in college. I don't even have children. I'm not even married. I haven't even gotten laid. No, I'm not a virgin, so. But I do need to get laid. Come on, open up these bars real quick. I need to get wasted and laid. Anywho. So, remember in the last episode or two, I talked about how they should integrate drive-ins for, take advantage of the remaining drive-ins to show the movies. Well, I was partially on the right track. Drive-ins are opening up. However, unfortunately, you will not be able to watch any movies. However, there's going to be some concerts being held, and there's going to be there's a concert that's going to be happening, I believe, next month. I believe. I don't know. But anyways, there's some sort of concert. I don't know the singer. I mean, I think he's good. I don't know. I don't care. But what irks me is that the fact that these drive-ins are going to be used to stream these concerts. And that bothers me because of the fact that, here was an idea, okay? Here was an idea, especially the one I pitched on the last episode, or episode 11, I forgot which, where, you know, instead of having to, be home, you can still go out in your cars and everything. Everyone's still going out for rides because I still seen that happen. But since you're going to be in your car and everything like that, you don't have to worry about wearing a mask. Pack up a cooler of snacks or lunches or whatever, and some snacks or sandwiches or whatever, and go to the drive-in. Something that a lot of people did back when I was a wee little tyke. We didn't bother with the concession. We didn't bother with the concession stand. We just packed a cooler and with some snacks and sandwiches and stuff, and and we saw a never-ending story. But yeah, it was something worth watching and everything, and it's one of those things that that should have happened. Okay, something like that should have happened. Okay. You want to do if you want to do a concert, fine. Put it on the Sirius XM app. They have they have the technology to live stream, or throw it on YouTube. I mean, they're not going to get copyright striked. We will though. I mean, come on. They've thrown. I mean, think about it. Last year they thrown Coachella on YouTube. So why can't they put any other concerts on YouTube? Why does it have to be live stream? Why does it have to be streamed at a theater drive-in? Why is that? You don't need that. You don't need to be at a drive-in to watch a concert, okay? What about the children that could have been seeing Trolls? That could have seen the new Trolls movie or the new Scooby-Doo movie, which I heard got great reviews. We could have been seeing, like I said before, we could have been seeing a lot of these movies at the drive-in, but no, they're going to be used to playing concerts. Why? What, the movies aren't good enough for the drive-ins? Bullshit. And yeah, I'm pissed. Because here was a good idea. Here was a good idea to have something that wonderful. It would have brought back the family, it would have brought back the good old days of the family packing up the car with snacks and sandwiches and sodas and stuff like that, and going to a drive-in theater and kick back and relax and enjoy a movie. And didn't have to worry, and you don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about being distant from everybody because you're in your fucking car. And you didn't have to worry, and we wouldn't even have to worry about the concession stands because you would have just gotten, you would have packed your cooler with snacks and stuff like that, and it would have been fine. Here was a good opportunity, and it got blown. It was blown. The opportunity was wasted on concerts that could have easily been live streamed on YouTube. Easy. There's been some other concerts. That's been that were broadcast live on television. All of a sudden now all of a sudden this concert here is going to be at a drive are going to be used at going to be shown in a drive-in theater. Wow, bring the kids to that one. Yeah, right. Let's see how well that happens. Mommy, what are they doing? What are those two people doing in the car next to us? Oh my God! Billy, look away! I'm serious. What kid's gonna be interested in a fucking concert? Unless, of course, it's that K-pop crap. Don't come at me with that shit. Listen, I don't want to hear that. It's like, okay, how dare you call K-pop crap? It's not. I'm being sarcastic, okay? I think K-pop is fine. It ain't bothering me. But I'm being sarcastic. What if I decided to put my what if I decided to put my stupid show up on the drive-in? Let's see how well that does. Ain't gonna do no well. That's a fact. Really, that's a fact. Seriously. Fucking concerts. I mean, really. Fucking concerts. It's like, yeah, let's all go to the drive-in to watch a fucking concert that they can easily watch on YouTube. Seriously. Dumb idea. Dumb idea. Yeah, and I'm being the worry warts over here. You know, kind of like you know, like one of those protesting mothers out there that says the following: think about the children. Because that's what I'm thinking about. See, at least I give a shit. At least I give a shit about the children. What's your excuse? Oh, I just want to play a concert. I want to play a concert for all my fans and show it live at a drive-in. Yeah. I wonder how much admission's going to be for that. I wonder how much this is going to be. Memorial Day weekend for many will be the first time firing up the grill this year. Next, what you need to know to keep your holidays safe. Well, you're already in your backyard. How socially distant you need to be? And like, what? You need to wear. Make sure you wear your mask when you start up the grill. Fuck you. I ain't wearing no fucking mask if I'm starting up a grill. I'm dead serious. I ain't starting up no goddamn grill without if I have to wear a mask. Fuck that shit. I'm in my backyard. I'm socially distant from. I'm 60 feet away from my neighbors. What more do you want? Yeah, and I said 60 feet. And that's all around. 60 feet in diameter. Besides, I'm having McDonald's. Because we didn't get a grill this year. We're getting our grill late. I'm getting my grill late. Because Michael Bay fanboy over here likes to likes to explode grills. I'm not happy if I don't see a mushroom cloud. I'm sorry. I go through it's like, believe me, we go through a lot of grills, no thanks to me. As soon as they say, and my family keeps making that mistake. They always say, "Tommy, can you please start up the grill?" And they keep forgetting because I always put the propane on. I turn the propane up all the way. I turn the propane up all the way. I turn the temperatures up all the way. Put that little match right there. Mushroom cloud. And believe me, if I don't get any singed eyebrows, I'm not happy. One time I started up the grill. This hair right here, singed. Actually, I'm right-handed, but I'm a chain stroker. This was all this hair right here was all singed. I came home from work and I was, all you saw was this big giant mushroom cloud. And the flames touched my arm. It was awesome. Just remember, kids, do not try that at home. I'm a trained professional. Only I can do that. Hey, I'm the type of guy that I'm the type of guy that will put my bare feet in a fire pit. Hey, that's a good foot massage. I'm sorry. I literally put my feet in the fire. That's a good spa treatment for my feet. Aren't you worried about burning your feet? No. I have a lot of dead skin I have to burn off. I do. I have a lot of dead skin on my feet. Well, that's a problem, Tom. That's disgusting. Yeah. Like what? All the women I've dated don't like sucking toes. I'm serious. I never dated a woman that sucked on my toes. I'm dead serious. Nor had they ever given me a foot job. Look it up. I'm not going into detail about what a foot job is. Maybe in private in the comments section, I will be more than happy to iterate. But yeah. But serious. But all serious though. This was a wasted opportunity. Here, there could have been some movies in the drive-in for the young ones to see, and everything like that. Could have seen Trolls World Tour, could have seen Scooby-Doo, and then the adults could have seen whatever, and it would have been fine. But it was wasted. No, excuse me. Completely wasted. I'm dead serious. All right. Okay, let's get to the big topic at hand, because we know we got to get that out of the way. Well, HBO Max is coming really, really soon. I believe next week, if I understand correctly. HBO Max. Um, Pre-order it now. You get a discount. Um, Go to HBO Max. Um, so yeah, it looks really cool. Um, I'm actually enjoying. I'm really looking forward to seeing what I'm enjoying seeing the trailers of what's going to be coming, as well as a new talk show and everything. Um, New talk show. So it actually is going to be really, really cool. Um, if you excuse me, I do have to use the bathroom. I do apologize. We're going to take a short intermission, but then I will be right back. That, but nature calls, and I don't want to piss my pants. Sorry. So yeah. By the way, I'm drinking Sunny Delight because I ran out of the purple stuff. I'd rather have the purple stuff, to be honest with you. I want that purple stuff. But anyways, so yeah, HBO Max is coming out soon, and so yeah, they got everything. They got something for everybody, which is actually really, really cool. Um, they got a new Looney Tunes cartoons. They're going back. They're going back to doing the shorts. It's not going to be like the Looney Tunes show that was on Cartoon Network. Um, it's going to be more what the Looney Tunes used to do back in the day, um, with a modern feel. So some of the cartoons is going to seem familiar, um, with a with a modern feel to it. So they're all new cartoon shorts. So I'm actually looking forward to it because the animation does look actually really good. Um, and then of course they got the Elmo show, that talk show. They're gonna have the Elmo's talk show. Um, so that's pretty cool. it's different, and it seems kind of weird because you know what? Even though Sesame Street is our Muppet characters, and basically the Muppets are technically Disney. It seems kind of weird that we have the Sesame Street the Sesame Street Muppets on there. So it is actually pretty cool. Because of course we got Sesame Street. We got Sesame Street on HBO Max now. So they made that move. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Um, so yeah, they got some other program. They're gonna have some other programming on as well too. Of course, catering to everybody as well, and of course some of the original HBO favorites that we all know and love, like Game of Thrones and Sopranos and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. Um, and then announced just yesterday that um, the Justice League movie, which had mixed reviews, are basically having I think we talked about this before, but it was the Snyder cut that was swarming around, and they were supposed to be in talks of releasing the Snyder cut. I don't know if it was going to be like a digital, like a direct to video, or they're going to bring that into theaters. Well, our answers have that question has been answered, and it's actually going to be on HBO Max next year, from what I understand. And now, I can't really comment about the Justice League movie as a whole, because I'll be honest with you, I have not seen it, nor have I seen. I've only seen a little bit of Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice. So, I didn't watch it all the way through. But, excuse me. But having that on there, I think that's a lot of fans do want to see the Snyder cut. So I wonder if they're going to have both versions, the theatrical version and the Snyder cut. I mean, if they do, I'll watch it either way, just to see what all the fuss is about. But it does look pretty good. It does look interesting, and I'll give it a shot. I know, just to see what all the fuss is about, and so yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like I know there were a lot of mixed reactions um about the direction that this went and everything, and like I said, I can't really say too much because I haven't seen the movie, so I don't have a like I said, I'm gonna see it regardless, everything, because I'm curious to see what all the fuss was about. So I don't, I mean, it's worth the watch, because this is like the only time we're ever going to see Ben Affleck as Batman, so I'm going to take advantage of that. That was the only reason why I watched Dawn of Justice, is because of the fact that I was going to see how Ben Affleck was going to be as Batman. And, it looked like he did a pretty good, from what I saw, he did a pretty good job. And then of course he had a cameo in the Suicide Squad movie, which I love. And I mean, I can't necessarily say that I love it. I mean, it was watchable for me. I did enjoy it, So, but it is what it is. Take it what it is. From what I understand, that there's talks about rebooting the universe with some of the stuff and everything. It's like, you know what? By all means, do so, because of the fact with Dawn of Justice, that was a, I was, the only disappointment was the fact that, the only disappointment that I had with the movie is the fact that they brought out Doomsday that soon. Okay, here's something that they could have used for like for like future Superman movies. Would have been good. Would have been awesome. Just Superman versus Doomsday. They would have called it Superman Doomsday, and that was it. It'd be done. But no, it got ruined. They crammed it. And the thing about that is that it should have been Batman versus Superman. You've seen a lot of cameos from. I didn't mind too much of Wonder Woman. That didn't really bother me that much. But with the cameos from the Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman wasn't really necessary. It really wasn't really necessary. They could have been an after credits thing. That could have been an after credits thing. The end credits. That would have been perfect. But no. But yeah, and instead of Doom, and and then everybody will be asking, and I know everyone will be asking. It's like, if they didn't want to put, if Doomsday wasn't going to be the villain, who would have been the one to fight Superman? Who would have been that villain? Simple, easy, Bizarro. Why has every Superman movie, we have the only comic book character aside from Doom, we've had Lex Luthor, we've had General Zod, main villains from the comic books shown up. Now you throw in Doomsday. Where is the love for Bizarro? Why could it have been Bizarro? Why? They throw in Superman 4, they thrown in Nuclear Man. Why couldn't it have been Bizarro? Why? Why is there no love for Bizarro? That's what I would like to know. I want to know why there's no love for Bizarro. He would have been perfect. He would have been perfect to fight to be the one to fight Superman instead of Doomsday. Because we all know that Bizarro was the one that was made by Lex Luthor, and he was a failed clone of Superman's DNA. That's why he was named Bizarro. We all know that. We love Bizarro. We love him. Not fair, man. I mean, really. Like I said, here was an opportunity. There was an opportunity there, and it was wasted on Doomsday. Could have used the clone. Could have used the DNA. I would have been happy, since they went ahead with the DNA of Zod mixed in with Luthor's DNA, and I would have been fine. Calling it Bizarro. I would have been fine, but no, they gave out Doomsday. I'm serious. You know, I mean, it seems like the Batman movies gets more love than the Superman movies because, like I said, I mean, think about all the villains that were in Superman that could have made, would have made good on the big screen that hasn't been on the big screen yet. I was going to say Doomsday, but they were going to probably add that till later. But now that plan got ruined. I mean, because of course they had, I mean, I'm not talking about Zod or Luthor and now Doomsday. I'm talking about Brainiac. Could have had Brainiac. Could have had, you know, Darkseid, which I heard that they're teasing this. From the Snyder Cut, I heard there's a rumor flying around that Darkseid does play a part in this. In the end credits scene, kind of like in the Avengers movie. Um, Bizarro, of course. Bizarro is always going to be on the top of my list because of the fact that I love Bizarro. Um, who else? What? No, I'm not talking about Mister Mixaplex or whatever the Maxi Pad or whatever the fuck that character's name is. That little creature. No, I don't want him. you know. But yeah, Brainiac, Darkseid, and Bizarro. Those would have been fine, man. Metallo. There's another one. Metallo. Parasite. Parasite would have been good. What do we get? A mutated Doomsday. Really? Really? It doesn't even look like Doomsday. It looked like I don't know. It just looked like what happened to Abomination in the Incredible Hulk movie. For real. It's like I seen Doomsday in the comic books. I mean, he was terrifying. He was terrifying in the comics, man. But we're never gonna see it. 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 Wah. Like I said, it is what it is. So, and on that note, looking at the time here, and I think it's time for me to call it a night. Thank you all so much for tuning in and allowing me to entertain you for a good hour or so. It's always good to makes me feel glad to see you entertained, because if you're not entertained, I'm not entertained. And if you're not entertained, then I did not do my job well. So, but it's good to kick back and relax and just enjoy the finer things after in light of what's been going on and everything, and but be sure to stay safe out there. But be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. And if you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out whenever YouTube decides to upload it. No, because the reason why I say that is because of the fact that, lately, as soon as I turn the camera off, I can't, it doesn't upload right away. It usually takes like a day or two. And it usually takes it takes like the next day in order for it to finally upload. So, tomatoes, I guess. I don't know. As long as it's finally up there, you know. But, but yeah, be sure to follow me on, Twitter. And after, at TomDog247. And then as soon as the camera turns off, if you're lucky, you'll be able to catch whatever you missed. Otherwise, you have to wait tomorrow morning. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, Jesus Christ, I can't even get through this ending. And if you like what you see. And if you like what you see. There we go. But yeah, if you like what you see and you're new to this channel, drop a like, comment down below. What do you think about and that's a good topic for the comment section. What do you think of the Snyder Cut being released on premiering on HBO Max? Let me know what you have to say about that. I'm very curious to know. While you're at it, ringy dingy that bell so you can stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And then, and plus also if you're new to this channel, you like what you see, and you made a comment, and ring that bell. There's one more thing you got to do. I'll love you for it, and tell all your friends and everything, and you'll be a part of the Brill Pro family. Because all you would have to do is face hug that subscribe button. We will see you all here next week. Same Tom Dog time, same Tom Dog Channel X. Until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, stay well, peace.